Former Manchester City defender Benjamin Mendy has won the main part of his employment tribunal against the club. This saw him claim £11 million in unpaid wages. Manchester City had stopped paying Mendy's wages in September 2021. This was a month after he had been charged with multiple counts of rape and one of sexual assault. He was later cleared of all criminal charges. Mendy argued City unlawfully withdrew his salary from that moment until his contract expired in June 2023. Now, Judge Joanne Dunlop ruled he was entitled to recover most of the sums claimed, which was around £8.5 million. Mendy joined City from League One side AS Monaco for £52 million in the summer of 2017. His 6-year contract with the Premier League side was worth £6 million a year. The tribunal heard how this was topped up by various bonuses, including a minimum of £1.2 million in image rights payments every year, a further £900,000 appearance bonus if he featured in 60% of City's matches, and a one-off payment of £1 million if they reached the Champions League. He would have received another £700,000 from winning the Champions League, £350,000 for the Premier League, £100,000 for the FA Cup, and £50,000 for any of the League Cup, UEFA Super Cup, or the Club World Cup. Mendy was initially arrested in November 2020 on an allegation of rape, but was released under investigation. In January 2021, he was arrested for a second time, following sexual allegations made by a different woman, and was released on bail, conditional on him not holding parties at his home. However, Mendy continued to hold and attend parties, breaching both COVID-19 restrictions and those related to his bail. He was arrested again on a rape allegation on August 25, 2021. The next day, Mendy was charged with multiple sexual offences and held in police custody. He was suspended by City at that time, and also suspended by England's Football Association, which had acted, according to the judgment, due to one of the complainants in the criminal case being aged 17 at the time of the alleged offences. Mendy's ban was effectively a safeguarding measure. Mendy was cleared at trial of 6 rapes and 1 sexual assault in January 2023, with a retrial ordered on 2 further charges, one of rape and another of attempted rape. After being again granted bail, he was found not guilty of those charges in July last year. His City contract expired on June 30th last year, and he moved on a free transfer to French club Lorient, where he made 15 league appearances as they were relegated to the second division at the end of the 2023-24 season. In her written judgment, Judge Dunlop described Mendy as believing that he is an innocent man whose career has been ruined and life blighted by false sexual allegations, and that the football club which brought him to this country effectively abandoned him in his hour of need. During the hearing, Mendy said City's refusal to pay him very nearly made me bankrupt, and that he was forced to rely on the support of teammates to fund his legal fees. He told how he struggled to pay child support when City stopped his wages. Mendy felt he had been unfairly targeted when other City players had attended the parties, referencing an article by The Athletic that named teammates including Riyad Mahrez, Raheem Sterling, Jack Grealish, Kyle Walker and John Stones as having been at the same gatherings. He also flagged the case of Mason Greenwood, who was playing for Manchester United, as an example where other players had been granted preferential treatment from the FA and their club, as The Athletic previously reported. City argued they could not involve Mendy in training and matches because of his FA suspension, the time he was in police custody, and his bail conditions, and that those full impediments were a result of the player's behaviour. During the hearing, Sean Jones KC, City's lawyer, said that despite repeated warnings about his conduct, Mendy kept partying and was asking to be locked up. Now, in a statement released across social media, Benjamin Mendy has written, "Today, the Employment Tribunal upheld the main part of my claim against Manchester City Football Club for unpaid wages, finding that the club had unlawfully made deductions from my wages for a total period of 16 months and 23 days. The statement continued, "Having had to wait for 3 years for my wages, I am delighted with the decision and sincerely hope that the club will now do the honourable thing and pay the outstanding amounts, as well as the other amounts promised to me under the contract, without further delay, so I can finally put this difficult part of my life behind me.